Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly reading for March 14th to the 20th. Your energy feels pretty grounded this week. I'm kind of sensing inner peace. Seems like, ooh, beautiful. Look at that. Okay, so your theme this week is flying. So forward movement in work, in projects. You are taking a leap of faith is actually what I'm hearing. You're taking a leap of faith. You're coming out of some patterns, some things that it's like you're changing something up a bit and it's making a really big difference in your work. Like you may change the way you do something, the way you approach something in your work, and it's going to shift something for you. So I see that here for you this week. You're going to be expressing yourself more this week as well. Allowing yourself to be seen, coming out of if some of you feel like, sometimes you hold yourself back from expressing yourself out of fear, then I feel like a lot of you are overcoming a lot of these things that tend to perpetuate this sense of like patterns, like this, it's a cycle. You're coming out of some kind of cycle of repeated patterns that always end up bringing you to the same place and then having to like start over and do something again. A lot of you are coming out of that, and it's helping you to make some forward movement and to create change in your life. It's like you kind of figured out the thing that was causing this repetitive cycle or pattern. And once you have that awareness of it, it's like you're able to come out of it. So really beautiful, Taurus. I love this energy. Let's see what your tarot cards have to say here for this week. Wow, beautiful. My goodness, look at that. Yeah, look at that transformation. The Death card, we have the Nine of Wands, we have the World. See, it's like there's something that you're overcoming, some kind of pattern that it was brought to your awareness. You have some insight into it. And it's like once you kind of figured it out, it's like you were able to root out the problem or root out the cause of some cycle and rise above it and able to create some lasting change for yourself. There's some kind of, life lesson, soul lesson that you're really embodying and going forward with. I feel like I'm seeing books, writing. I feel like some of you are either reading a lot of books or you are writing a book, working on a book. Maybe a lot of you really love to journal, or maybe it's something you just love to do on the side, but there's something about that is really transformative here for you. There's like learning. I'm seeing a lot of learning. Either you're kind of implementing these life lessons that you've learned. I'm seeing someone wanting to write a book about some of these experiences that you've been through, like this Nine of Wands. There's something that you have been through that you want to like put together some kind of compilation or book about it. So I'm seeing that here for some of you as well. Okay, let's go into the Death. And Taurus, you need to know about this. Where are we going with this Death card? Wow, look at that. That's actually, I know it looks kind of those two cards together, but this is actually really interesting because it's Death and the Devil. Like it's the death to these, codependencies, addictions, attachments, repetitive patterns, cycles, things that keep us tethered to a limited way of living or keep us that hold us back. That is really incredible, huge transformative month or week it looks like here. So what do we need to know more about this? The Death and the Devil for Taurus. What are we transforming? Oh my goodness. Wow. I feel like there's some kind of sudden insight. Like there's going to be some kind of sudden realization for you. Maybe there's like a sudden awakening as well. So some of you may go through like an awakening journey or an awakening process, like something just kind of clicks into place here. And It's like your eyes open, your perspective shifts. There's some massive, okay, so I'm seeing that something is going to be removed in your energetic space. So it's like maybe there's a healing to a deep wound that has contributed to some kind of cycle, like it perpetuates some kind of cycle, and you're healing that wound. And so now you're able to come out of it. You're transforming out of that space. Wow, Taurus. Oh my goodness, look at this. So new possibilities, new growth. So for whatever you have been manifesting or cultivating throughout this journey so far, the healing of this wound or whatever that is that you're coming out of is going to help call in or bring in the abundance in some kind of physical form. So it's almost like something was blocking your hopes, your dreams, your desires, whatever you've been manifesting or envisioning, holding your hope, your vision towards, is going to start now coming about. It's like something's lifting so something can come in. What else do we need to know about this? The star and the tower. Taurus. Yeah, look at that. So some of you may come into some collaborative work with others. You may be attracting really amazing connections that's going to take you places. And I feel like there's something here that you've kind of started on. Like there's something that you've been working on, but you're still in the beginning stages or maybe like in the middle of something, but there's something coming in that's going to take you to the next level. It's like you're calling in your energy, the work that you've been doing on yourself is calling in really amazing opportunities, collaboration. You may be even like really connecting with people on a soul level, like your soul tribe. I feel like this is a long-held wish or a long-held dream, like a soul dream of yours. Some kind of energy that's coming in here for you. Maybe some of you have also just in general always wanted to have more people in your life that were more like you, or that just that you resonated more with. But I'm seeing like a group energy here, supportive energy here. What else do I need to know about this with the Three of Pentacles, Taurus? New ideas. I feel like you're going to really grow and expand in your work. There's something that's going to be taken to the next level here. Yeah, look at that. Looking for opportunities, going out into the world. There's like a change of scenery, a change of pace for you as well. I feel like you're ready for something new. Feels like you've kind of outgrown something as well. Like you're kind of done with something. And there's like, and especially I think it's because you're really transcending whatever addiction or look at that, the Fool. Whatever addiction or attachment or pattern or cycle you were in, it's almost as if when you heal that, it's like it loses maybe a strange word to use, but it loses its appeal. It loses its charm. Like not charm, but like the desire to even want it, like you just lose interest in engaging in certain types of things because there is no wound there to trigger it. Like once you heal that, it's like, oh, why do I need to do that? I don't even feel the need to really like rely on that or to look for that for any kind of, any kind of satisfaction with whatever it is. So my words I may be using the incorrect words, but I hope it makes sense. But look at that. So definitely new beginnings here with the Fool card. So new journey, newer experiences, hope. You're going forward with a lot of hope and faith, renewed hope and faith and dedication to what really matters to you and what's important to you. I feel like you're also being led. I'm hearing being led somewhere. You're being led to something or somewhere. Very beautiful. Okay, let's look into the Nine of Wands here. A lot of lessons learned. This is, the card that comes up when we are, the feeling that I'm kind of getting is a little bit tired. Like you may still feel the effects of some of the experiences that you've been through. You're healing, you're recuperating from on an energetic, even maybe on a physical level, like on an emotional level, and all levels. there's a rest period in between this like world and the Fool. We have a lot of transformative ending cards here, like the Death, the World, and the Fool. Like that is all ending transformation. And the Tower card. I totally forgot that we have the Tower card here. So there's definitely something breaking down. But if it's attached to the Devil card, it needs to be broken down, right? It's toxic. It's built on not very good foundations. It's not healthy, right? So we're starting this new beginning here. And I feel like you're kind of in this space of recovering and kind of needing to rest and like take things a little bit slow. Not that like you are on this new journey, but I feel like you're still kind of processing what you just came from. And that may just also be coming from a soul energetic level as well. Some of you may also be I'm hearing like past life type stuff as well. So we may not even be aware of some of the things that we might had to have dealt with in this life, like how much of that was actually a repetition or something that got repeated from another life. So it's almost like your soul is carrying even the print, like the imprint of the experiences from other lives as well that were very similar to the things that we needed to heal now. So I'm kind of sensing that this World card, the endings of some things in your life are maybe much bigger than you realize. It may not just be attached to this life. It may be something that you've been trying to heal for a very long time, even in other lives. So I feel like there's like this heaviness that is leaving you, but there's also like, it's almost like you are carrying something for so long that the absence of it kind of requires you to like adjust to this, maybe the lightness or like this new feeling, like this new energetic feeling. But there's an inner peace. There's an inner peace and an inner calm to you this week as well. So I see you kind of just taking it slow. You may be just taking it. Oh, wow. Look at this. Hold on. I directed cards. So let me just go get that real fast. Yeah. Okay. So we have the Chariot card and we have the Hermit. So it's like you are moving forward. You have balance in your life now. You are allowing yourself to move forward in your life and to go into this new stage. But we also have the Hermit card as well. I feel like they're telling me to put it like this. Okay. So you're ready to move forward. You're ready to go. You want to go. And some of you are going, it's like this Hermit card, like you're going into this space of needing to process everything that you've been through, and needing to kind of relax and rejuvenate and just come back to yourself and heal. And I'm hearing the word reorient. It's almost like you're reorienting yourself to this new chapter in your life, to this new phase. What else do we have for this, for Taurus? Wow, look at that. Independence, abundance, being able to enjoy things. I feel like there's something kind of shifting in your energy, like your frequency, your energy that's going to be attracting something towards you where you will have the freedom to kind of get to splurge more on things or enjoy like nicer things in life, like things that you may have always wanted to do. But what I'm hearing is that it may take a little bit of an adjustment because you may have been in a different space before. I hope that makes sense. Like, for example, if we are used to a certain amount of like income or something, and then all of a sudden we experience like this, it's almost I'm kind of hearing it's like a mindset, like going into like an abundance mindset. I feel like that's what you're going into. You're going into this abundance mindset. You're attracting abundance towards you, and it's going to open up your world, and you're going to have like all these opportunities, things that you've always dreamed of having, but maybe we might have convinced ourselves like we're never going to have, like it's just a dream. I feel like things are starting to really kind of manifest here for you, and it's going to be like, oh wow, I can't believe this is actually happening. And that's what I'm kind of feeling here. What else do we need to know about this Nine of Pentacles? Oh, Temperance. Yeah, there's a balance coming back in here for you. Again, this is also like that patience and inner peace and finding balance within your life. I'm hearing the words feeling upright. So I don't know if that resonates for some of you, but feeling upright. So maybe some of you have felt like you were upside down. Like you were, maybe some of you were in the hanged man position. Interesting. Upside down. Yeah, kind of feeling upright. So maybe some of you were feeling like really stuck, like just hanging suspended in one place for a very long time. And look, we have the Chariot card here. So it's almost like because there's a balance coming in back in here for you, you're moving forward and you're going to feel upright again so you can move forward in your life. So there's forward movement here. What else do you need to know about the Temperance card? The Queen of Swords. So I'm hearing discernment. Oh my goodness. You have to be kidding me. This is so funny. We have the Hanged Man. Oh gosh. Okay. I like how this just validates that what I'm picking up on are the correct energies. So I love when that happens. Yeah. Okay. So with the Queen of Swords, it's like, there's clarity here. You know which way you want to go. Some of you are really connected to your heart space. I know it's the Queen of Swords and she's not a very emotional person, but that's not always what that means. It's like she's just very discerning. She sets her boundaries. She's very straight and to the point. She's been through enough in her life to know where to put her energy, where to kind of like cut the BS with people. She knows when her energy is being wasted on something that's not going to go anywhere. That's what I'm hearing here. So you're being very protective of your energy on this new path. You've been through the experiences, you've been through the soul lessons, maybe even for many lifetimes, and you're ready to really it's like you're going forward with a lot of clarity about what your priorities are and what matters to you. And you're not really going to entertain or put up with, is what I'm hearing, put up with like confusing energies or energies that disturb this balance of the Temperance card. And you are coming out of this feeling of being stagnant and being held in one place and it's also almost like they're kind of showing me like this Queen of Swords is taking her sword and just like cutting him loose from that Hanged Man position. So you're releasing yourself from, you learned what you needed to learn. Sometimes we're put in this place of the Hermit and the Hanged Man when we are being called to go within and find answers within ourselves before we move forward, to have clarity, to find enlightenment. And what's interesting though is that it's not on this specific card, but sometimes the Hanged Man is shown with like this ball of white light or yellow light around his head, sometimes indicating like he's like being forced to suspend in a certain space to reach enlightenment, to kind of shift his perspective. It's almost like shifting his viewpoint. Things are flipped upside down so you can see something from a different perspective, and you acquire the information that you need. And then with this Temperance card, you can see he has that like yellow glow around his mind. So it's like he has learned what he needed to learn. He's acquired that information and now he is upright and he's balanced and he knows what he wants. And the Chariot card often comes forward movement from that balance, from having our polarities balanced between that black and white, the yin and yang, the divine masculine and divine feminine within us. And so you are going forward with this Queen of Swords energy, really knowing what you want and having clarity about where you want to go. So this is really cool here for you, Taurus. I love this. What else do you need to know about the Queen of Swords? Yeah, the Page of Swords. Okay. What about the Page of Swords? Okay, that's what I thought. So a lot of you may be moving away from some kind of connection that has really kept you really, really stuck here. I feel like with the King of Cups, like someone that may have like a lot of love for you, someone may have a lot of deep affections and emotions, but I kind of feel like they're holding back, or they have control over, maybe it's someone that you feel like has control over your emotions, like has that power over you. And it's always kept you feeling really limited and really stuck and not really knowing, what's going on here. There's like this stagnancy always. And so I kind of feel like you're using your discernment. You've kind of learned some kind of soul lesson. You're embodying it. And you are allowing yourself to cut yourself loose from anything that you feel like is binding you. And you are walking away from it. And I feel like, it's this Page of Swords is often the person that has their eye on you, whether that is, energetically or through social media or just, someone who's just always in your energy field. And then we have the Ace of Rods too. So someone who may be like very, very passionate, someone who wants to connect with you. I'll pull a few more cards here, but I feel like you're kind of looking at the situation and seeing, like, making this, balanced choice and decision about, I'm going to cut myself loose from this because it doesn't move anywhere. All it does is keep me feeling really, really stuck. And whether this works out or not, it's chaos and I can't live in chaos, so I'm going to cut my losses. So we have 9 of Swords. Yeah. 9 of Swords here. Look at that. Yeah, that's like, just inner conflict, like inner turmoil. There's like this position, this difficult position that this person might have put you in that you're like, no more. I don't want to be in this position anymore. I'm going to take my power back. I'm going to cut myself loose. I'm going to cut my losses even, because we're leaving with the 6 of Swords. So we're leaving 3 behind, it's like, and I'm just going to go. Let's pick one more here. This is a common theme this week. This is coming up for almost like all the readings of like kind of realizing something about a connection and choosing to prioritize yourself first. It's almost like it's the only option at this point right now, especially if there's someone that kind of keeps you in this space of questioning yourself or not really deciding, or kind of having this almost like a manipulative kind of control over your emotions by keeping you hanging. I feel like there's something about that, and you're releasing yourself from that here. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune here. So this is a turn of events. This is kind of something where Spirit has wanted you to look at this. Like, this is something that you were supposed to look at. This is something that Spirit wanted you to understand. And that's why we were in that Hangman and that Hermit position for so long. And you figured it out. You have this moment with the Ace of Rods. This is also like this insight, this spark of insight, inspiration, information that helps you, gives you something to help you move forward. And so there's like this turn of events here where it's like helping you to, put something behind you, move on from something, even if in general, like, it doesn't even necessarily have to mean that it's like the end of something, right? But maybe for right now, whatever like dynamic or energy something is in is clearly not working. And so it's almost like, I'm not sure what the future has to hold, but right now this space is not healthy for me and I don't like being put in this position. So I'm going to choose to walk away from it. And whatever happens, happens. If something is meant to be, it will be regardless. But I feel like you putting yourself first is going to really help you to start a new beginning. It's going to really change things around here for you. So it's very beautiful. And I think that that's what you're being guided to do. That's where you're kind of, it is meant to happen in this way. Okay. The World. Options and choices. Okay. So what you don't see, illusions, what's hidden. You may have something you may have like another ending to something that is, may come out of left field, and not necessarily ending to like something like this could be like an ending to another cycle or something that's a little bit, I'm kind of sensing like you didn't, it's like as you're starting this new chapter, there's something else that you may find that starts to come up for you. And it's like, oh, wow, I didn't realize this was here. And so it's almost like, cause there's something ending that's a little bit, what's ending here? Cause it's a mystery. It's in the dark. We're not really sure. It's unknown. What is ending here? The Moon and the World, the Taurus. Oh, wow. Deception. So the truth being revealed. Okay, so look at that. And then victory, success and victory. So you're going to see something clearly. So this is about seeing something clearly. There's something coming out. So the end of the end of illusions, the end of something that has been kept hidden from you, the end of deception. You're going to see the truth about something, the truth about someone. So maybe like information may come out this week about something, some kind of situation, and it's going to help you to close a chapter. It's going to help you to put something down. Or maybe this is the space that you're in right now. Like this is maybe something has already been revealed, and it's giving you the information that you need, or, the information that you need in order for you to move forward in your life here. What else do we need to know about this for Taurus? Okay, about a relationship. What do we need to know about a relationship? Deception in a relationship. There's something or something being hidden, something being covered up. Someone's like wearing a mask, something like that. What about this? What about this for Taurus? Okay. Sadness and disappointment, but it's in reverse. So not being able to move on from that. Oh, okay. No, being able to move on from that. I see. Okay, so I'm hearing that like there may have been some kind of deception, some kind of betrayal. I feel like you're healing this. I feel like you're healing a sense of betrayal from somebody that didn't know how to take their mask off, that didn't know, that kind of lived or kind of may have done things that were very hidden, very secretive. There's a sense of betrayal here, and I feel like it's kept you feeling really stuck because there was a lot of unknowns. There was a lot hidden from you. And I feel like a lot of that is coming to the surface now, and it's going to help you to heal a sadness or a disappointment or this feeling of what has lost, like this feeling of regret. Or maybe this is somebody else. Maybe this is somebody else. Maybe this is the person that you're dealing with. That's in some kind of connection that is feeling a sense of loss, regret, and there's something about this. What else do we need to know about this for Taurus? The Emperor. I feel like there's a newfound like power, like sense of power and leadership. It's almost like there's something coming back here for you. There's like an energy that's returning here to you, and it's helping you to move forward in your life in a much more powerful and confident way. Yeah, you're very, very empowered right now. Look, and then it's like you're gonna go on a journey to you're gonna start doing things that are gonna make you happy. So like if you've been in a place in your life where it feels like unfulfilling or it feels unsatisfying, you're going to make the necessary changes that you need to make in order for you to feel more fulfilled in your life emotionally. The Judgment card. So seeing the truth for what it is, and also knowing your value, knowing your worth. What do you feel like you are worth? And is there certain treatments that you're just not willing to put up with or willing to tolerate? You're seeing the truth about something or someone. And this could also be another person in your life that is, maybe this is your person that's going through this kind of experience as well. Like they're kind of seeing the truth, or their mask is coming off. They're coming out of this place of, self-deception or deceiving other people. And they're moving into, maybe this King of Cups is moving into the Emperor position. Maybe he's healing, or this energy is healing. This person is healing in this place, and they're seeing the truth about, some kind of connection, and they're seeing where they went wrong. They're seeing their mistakes, their regrets, their losses, that kind of thing. And they're moving into a space of kind of looking for what is going to make them feel happy, like what is going to make them feel fulfilled, because there's a real sense of unfulfillment or something that they invested emotionally into, and it just really did not go the way that they thought it was going to go. And they're kind of they're seeing the truth about this. So what else do we need to know about this here? Take it as it resonates, because it could really, resonate differently for different stories. We have one more here for the Judgment and Knight of Cups. Oh, look at that, Knight of Cups. So I feel like this is also about seeing the truth and acknowledging the truth about one's own heart. Like what is true for one's own heart? What is really there? There's a lot about, I really like the word truth here for you this week, Taurus, because it kind of feels like things that are meant to be are shifting into their rightful place. So this is all about truth with a capital T. Yeah. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, we have a 4 of Cups. So I feel like you might just be in a space right now of needing to, again, fill your own cup. I feel like even if like this Knight of Cups comes towards you right now, it almost kind of feels like you might not even be in the place where you're that receptive of it either, It's like, I think you need also your own time to heal from something, to recover from something. And so I kind of see you not being really in the space of wanting to emotionally invest in anything but yourself right now, because maybe you just need that time to heal and you need that time to regenerate. So, yeah. Okay, let's go into some oracle cards here. Challenge for Taurus this week. Patience. Yeah, things are moving. Things are moving at their own time and their own pace. So that may be kind of challenging for you, because you may be able to see where, things are changing for you or where you want your life to head. You have this vision in your mind, like you have this dream for yourself in your mind, and it's just kind of like taking its time. It's taking its time to really come about and to manifest. Is there any guidance here with the Patience card for Taurus? Guidance for the patient. Wonders. So you have some beautiful things on the horizon. I feel like your best days or your best years may even still be ahead of you. I feel like there's a lot of new experiences that you're going to have. And it's going to be worth the wait, is what I'm hearing. It's going to be worth the wait. So I don't know if that helps with the Patience card, because I know sometimes it's hard to wait for our blessings or for these exciting things to come into our life that we've been really calling in, especially if we've been in like one place for too long and we really want something to change. I can understand how frustrating it would be to, have it not happen here yet, but keep hearing like it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But I am hearing it's worth the wait, that you have some beautiful changes on the horizon here. So just hang in there. Okay. Something positive this week for Taurus. What's something positive for Taurus this week? Release. You're definitely letting something go. You're letting something go. And it doesn't necessarily have to be what you think it is, but there's something here that's being released. There's something here that's you're letting go, and you're allowing the seasons to change. You're allowing those leaves to fall. You're allowing the tree to shed, and knowing that hanging on to it is not going to serve you. Like if the leaf on the tree is dead, it's dead. It's going to fall to the ground. There's no point in just having a dead leaf hanging onto a tree. It's not going to regenerate itself. So I feel like you're allowing something to kind of shed. You're allowing something to end on its own and releasing it and like allowing yourself to let go. And I feel like, honestly, if something was meant to come back into your life, it feels like either way, letting it go is really the only option, because if it does come back, it needs to go through some kind of rebirth anyways. It needs to go through some kind of regeneration, because wherever it was, it's kind of the end of that cycle of that period. So it needs to go through a rebirth. And then, or otherwise, it's like letting something go that's no longer good for you and you want something new. So either way, release is like, seems to be like the best. That's kind of like the only thing that would really work here. One more. Let's do one more. Something else positive for Taurus this week. Stand still. Yeah. So really being happy with where you are right now in your life. I feel like you might just really be able to find some time to yourself. A lot of you may find that you're able to get a lot more work done, or you're having some kind of progress in just whatever you're working on at the moment. There's like a real pleasure that I'm hearing, or sensing like having pleasure in the moment. So there's some project that you're doing or something you're creating. I feel like you're going to allow yourself to flow like in the moment, like really get into it and really enjoy yourself. And that's going to only just bring in your manifestation so much faster. I'm hearing that when you bring joy into the work that you're doing, or you're having fun, like that vibe that you're vibrating at, that frequency that you're vibrating at of joy, of happiness, enthusiasm while you're working is only going to attract so much more towards you, instead of kind of like looking at, when is it going to come, or I just have to do this and then get to the finish line. I don't see you doing that. I see you being really in the moment and enjoying yourself. And this is going to really help bring things even quicker. So beautiful, Taurus. Let's pick one more here. Message from the unicorns. Message from the unicorns for Taurus this week. Receive. Beautiful. So beautiful blessings. Open your arms to receiving. You are worthy of receiving. So there's something here that I was kind of sensing as I was shuffling the cards was to set aside any fears around receiving. So some of you are feeling like I'm not allowed to have something. Like it's easy to just kind of say like, oh no, I don't. What am I trying to say? It's easy to think like, well, why would someone have a fear around receiving something? But sometimes we do, sometimes we're programmed to think that like we're not worth something or we don't deserve it. So I feel like that is something that this card is kind of trying to point to, that opening yourself up to receiving, that you are worthy, working on that. If that's something that you are struggling with, then that's something that may come up here this week for you to look at. To kind of ask yourself, do I feel worthy of receiving this? Is there something blocking it? Is there somebody blocking it? Or is there some kind of experience with somebody in my life that kind of instilled this belief in me that I wasn't worthy of receiving things, even if I really want them, and even if I know that I'm deserving of them? Like there's something I'm really good at, right? There's something I'm talented at, something I'm good at, but I'm not worthy of the gifts and the praise and the blessings and the abundance that comes with it because someone around me made me feel like I didn't deserve it for some reason. So I think that for some reason that came up for me. So I feel like that may resonate with some of you. So being able to look at that and releasing it, healing it, allowing ourselves to process it is going to take you far. Like it's going to really help you to, again, release something that is just not serving you. It's like a toxic belief or something that was probably just projected onto you, really had nothing to do with you. It was someone else's insecurities if they made you feel that way. So I feel like allowing ourselves to process through that and release it so you can receive. I have that intention of, I want to be able to give myself that gift of receiving because I deserve it. So very beautiful, Taurus. This is a huge week. The energies are really big here. There's a lot of changing for you. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you for next week. Bye, Taurus.